understand.
Because most of the company came here, they came together with their labor. For the construction company, they came and they brought their labor here, and then the labor came here and then stay in the local community. And after staying there 3 or 4 years, they settled down there. So maybe there's also social conflict between the local people and the migrant people. But not yet. Maybe 5 years or 10 years after the construction finish.
And what is your perspective on the new VFVL law amendments and the virgin fallow vacant land law?
So I think that's also one of the impact of NCA. Because in previous time, because the government are not able to reach that area, so maybe that there are many villages in that area, but the government do not have any administration there, so they do not know anything about that place. But now because of the NCA, and they said it's a vacant land or something, so maybe there's a lot of problem may happen if they try to apply the law. Because we people here, as I said, we are indigenous people, and we have our own we have our own customary law in owning the land. But when the government came and said that according to this law is a vacantness, so then it cause a problem. But usually they use the power, like they ask armed group to go and then take all the land. But no people say nothing about that because they're afraid of the weapon.
Yeah, of course.
And also they also use sometimes they maybe through the religious leader, the religious also take a very large land from the people, but people do not say anything against that because they are the religious leaders, especially monks, a big monk.
We went to Papu village just across the river from Pa'an, where they have the Papu mountain, and they also have a cement factory there. And as far as I understood, the area had been confiscated by the government, and Bamar people had been resettled there on the land that used to belong to Karen people and Muslim minority. But I did not really understand the story, and nobody really wants to talk about it, so because it's too sensitive. But do you know anything about it? Is it something?
As I said, maybe migrant workers and came with some company or construction company, and then after the construction finished, they didn't go back to their place, but they stayed there.
Yeah.
But for the Muslim community, I think, unlike that, maybe 1 or 2 person go there and buy land for them, and after having the land, they try to invite their relatives to come and live together, or buy more land for themselves.
Okay. How long have the Muslim community been living here in this area? Do you know?
I think they are discriminated by other people, especially by the government. But they live here and they deal with other people very nicely.
Okay. Yeah.
But even they know that they are discriminated. They try to be to live relevant with the situation.
Yeah. Yeah. What is your opinion about development aid organizations, NGOs coming from outside working in this area?
As I said, because of the because of NC and because of peace process that started by Norway government, sometimes we feel that most of the development, like what we call politicized development, because they deal directly with the G2G, they deal directly with the government, and then they try to help the government to expand their territory. So for us, we think it's like a kind of politicized development. Even if you look at the education development, healthcare services, or infrastructure, everything seems to like a politicized. For road construction, let's talk about road construction. If you look at it's good for people to travel, but actually the local people do not have any vehicle to go through like a good road. Who use it? Who use it? Another thing, sometimes they say that it's for economic growth or something, but actually most of the road are used by the military. So for me, we think that it's for the military mobilization. So it seems like a kind of politicized development. If you look at the surface, it's good because we have a good road. But actually people cannot use it because they do not have car, they do not. They may own a motorcycle, so motorcycle will not need a large language. So the intention of the government be a little bit tricky. Maybe they expect them to do other things, but they talk about local development.
What would be a better approach for these NGOs?
I think they should start. Whatever they would like to do, they should think about conflict sensitivity, especially political issue. And other thing also, like a social issue, like communal issue also, they should also think like that. But now maybe they underestimate that, or I don't know. They came with a ready-made package and then opening that they do that. So as I said, we current state civil society network, the vision of our current state civil society network is just a sustainable development. We use the word just because we want to have a right response to INGO or international agent that came and would like to do development. Sometimes it is relevant with the needs of the community, but they just came and especially like we talk about NRC, especially in NRC. Firstly, they have a plan to work with immigration department, and also they have a plan to what they call for rehabilitation, or I don't know, IDP, and they have they use a lot of money building a low cost house for the people to return, but actually there nobody that return, so the building is empty. There's a lot of things like that.
Okay.
Now because of the project, you have to do it by time. So that's why I said that they should also, if an NGO or international agency would like to come and work in Kranji, the first thing that they should do to study or to ensure conflict sensitivity.
And how can they ensure conflict sensitivity?
If there is some, if something that will cause a conflict.